Ladies and gentlemen, you wanted to know the real party where you are not invited, when you feel lonely, when you feel separated. There is the best party there is. I present to you and this is a party for you. Oh, Lewis Carroll, Through the Looking Glass. This should be the first book, the first step to the party of your life. Then I propose the Lord of the Rings, and maybe in the middle, Holy Bible. Look at those nasty pictures. Nasty pictures, I say. Yes. More light. Oh yes. 50s, more lights. Oh yes, those pictures. Maybe then Latin, daily Latin, proverbs in Latina lingua. And then when you will be ready enough, little vademecum of Thomism by Professor Arthur Andrzejuk. That's not all. The Bible in 3 languages, motherfucker! Bible in 3 languages! Polish, Espanol, Deutsche Sprache, and English, of course. What else there is? If you want to learn Spanish, learn with us, for all purposes and all learners. Then you can make some entertainment with Arthur Conan Doyle and his Sherlock Holmes. And maybe some Walt Whitman poetry or political essays. And there may be some political fictional modern utopia, Anthony Burgess. A Clockwork Orange. It was prohibited during the communist ruling. Then you will be able to read The Tale of the Physics by Fritjof Capra while listening to this excellent, beautiful, one and only music. Which is called No Battery Power. And there it goes from the computer. And synonyms, antonyms, if you want to understand something, by Professor Fernald, beautiful, Stoker, Walter Scott, Burns, not that from that guy from The Simpsons, obviously, not that caricature of capitalist entrepreneur, but a poet. Burns, Scottish poet, just against the Walter Scott. What an accident! Or is it? George Orwell, Celtic Miscellany, Ralph Waldo Emerson, English Proverbs, Compendium of Literature, Classical, Byzantine, Oriental, African, Chaucer, Wilde, Crane, and Scottish folk stories. If you are about folk stories, I present to you, motherfuckers, the works of John Milton, obviously, Grimm's fairy tales, English fairy tales, Robin Hood, Aesop's fables, yes, and obviously Chesterton, Dickens. He couldn't be absent here. And if you want to learn something, motherfuckers, you should learn English more earlier. The Penguin course, Oxford Progressive English course, and Essential English by Eckersley. What is English without its idioms? So here we have not one, not two, but 3 editions. There is that one is a copy, because it was overused. So I've got the in better shape. Yes, this is the earliest edition, not the first. I still look for the first edition, but it's the quite early edition of English idioms. This is the second, and this is quite the 3rd or 4th edition. Then we have English grammar, American idioms, practical guide to colloquial idiom, and then we've got Byron, and then we've got the Penguin course is called Success with English. So there are teachers' books, handbooks, and literary terms, and even let's say very early erotic kind of romantic stories for women, like Grochola from the 19th century or early 20th century, D.H. Lawrence, but with little more philosophy than you can even imagine. And James, Casting the Runes and other ghost stories, with other edition, 2 editions at once, motherfucker! Melville, Moby Dick! You dicks! Now you understand your... And of course the DBG wall paper, and from Hegel to Nietzsche, a philosophy. He is a German philosopher, historian. It's been translated from German to English, motherfuckers. And the Anchor series, motherfuckers. Anchor book. Do you see that? Oh, there's more. I mentioned Bible, but I've got also, guess what? Quran in English. Now there are some writings. The previous owner, I hope dead. Philosophy and theology. Every man's library, motherfucker. Quran, translated from the Arabic by Terev G. M. Rodwell, M.A. Introduction by the Revision G. Margoliouth, M.A. Beautiful. And then I've got some Oxford learning books, motherfuckers. And of course, there couldn't be English dictionaries of various sorts. Here we've got a little Oxford dictionary and thesaurus. Mini Oxford dictionary, pocket size. German, of course, English German dictionary. Collins, and another Collins, Latin dictionary. Latina lingua. Another Collins, French dictionary. S'il vous plaît. And Greek dictionary, also College. And then Heya. Hugo, Dutch dictionary, because it's also German language. And I've got some German grammatic by translated unfortunately into Polish, but nonetheless Collins, gem, a real gem. And Catherine Ann Porter. And what more? What more? Do you expect more? Ah yes, the Collins Color Pocket Thesaurus. A little big edition. Another Spanish for Poles. And we've got even a technical dictionary, motherfuckers. And then we've got English dictionary, pocket dictionary, and some nasty stories by Christina's Challenge. The only politics Christina Van Bell has ever been interested in are the sexual kind. There are a lot of better things to do in a group besides march. Causes are for men who can't get laid, she explains. A man who is really satisfied would never leave a warm bed to go throw bombs in the cold. And yet, here she is, up to her big beautiful eyes, in international skullduggery, enigmatic strangers and sensuous spies. Yes, then we've got the little Oxford Dictionary from 50s or 40s, I don't remember. It's classy, isn't it? Oh, it's 41 even! 41, motherfucker! And then I've got Souls, American Dictionary, English synonyms, and 21st century, an antonym finder, and Roget's Pocket Thesaurus, and Roget's Bigger Thesaurus, the Merriam-Webster Pocket Dictionary, the Conscience Dictionary of 26 languages at once, Webster's New World Dictionary, and William Shakespeare's Four Tragedies, and the fucking whole Shakespeare's anthology, and you can understand, comprehend, motherfucker!